Hello world, hello YouTube, hello everybody. So this is going to be a double video. This is going to be, we're going to throw in a little bit of the weather, and it's going to be a Ghetto Prepper series video. So let's get started. Well, if you're in a vehicle, it is flaming. Okay, the summer's starting. You can't put your hands on the steering wheel. You can't, do this and that and all that. So let's move on. It's cool. It's got a cool breeze. Cool breeze. And partly cloudy, you would say. There we go. The usual human activity. And a little bit overcast, that kind of thing. Boy, those look a little powerful over there, but anyway, let's go get the temperature and we'll move on with the video. Got my cans bagged up. This area cleaned up a little. Let's see. "85 degrees, which is 31 Celsius. Okay, and like I said, a nice cool breeze, but otherwise it's hot, boy. So on we go. Here it comes. Little breezy. Okay, here we go. A question was asked to me this morning, saying, hey, why don't you have this bus all ready to shit hit the fan kind of thing scenario? And that brought up a good point, and I'm going to tell you what it is. I could fix anything and everything on this bus. Motor, transmission, clutch, fuel, just about anything you can manage to do on any vehicle, just about. I can fix it. By God, if it ain't, if I can't fix it, it ain't broke. But there is one thing. Oh yeah, let me tell you, because there's no engine in it, this and that. If I had the right funds, and some like-minded people around me, I could get this sucker going. Cake and pie. It's just a 5-ton truck. Old Ironhead knows about that. See, in my motorhome, it's got a 427 in it. I could throw that motor in that bus, cake and pie, no problem. And, and it'd be a running badass boy, right? But there's one thing that everybody needs to consider about something mechanical and things like that. And I'll show you what it is. There's one thing that and it holds me back, even like on the motorhome, that's holding me back. Because it runs and drives, ready to rock and roll. I'll show you what's holding me back. Tires. You can't fix them. You can't put a tool to them. You can't wrench them. You can't. If that tire's no good, that tire is just flat no good. No pun intended. Okay, let's see. See, these ain't too bad, but man, they're ancient. Even if I got new tires, if they were old new tires, the date, manufacture date, they're, it's pot luck. So, anything you consider, even if you stored tires right now for all your vehicles, right? In 2 or 3 years, by the time the ones you were running wore out, the tires that you stored would be no good, even though you never put them on a rim. I'm picking up my hat. Nice, huh? Fell on the floor. Because they're old. They like the expiration date on a can of tuna. You couldn't save up enough tires. I mean, you could save 1 million of them. But when they're old, they're old. So that's a consideration. Everybody thinks, I'm going to hop in my truck, I'm going to, kick some ass and get out there and go Baja, and, I'll be ready to rock and roll. Once you wear those tires out, that vehicle can run all at once. You ain't got no tires, you ain't got no transportation, period. There we go. I mean, think of it. You got to watch the expiration date on tires. You can Google it and find out what the dates are on tires and how to tell the dates. And you could have a rack of new tires, go up to the old service station or the tire store. If that tire's out of date, that tire's out of date, and that's it. You can't put a wrench to it. You can't screwdriver it. And, you know, and there's one little note I want to put to you. Them tires right there, 110 pounds pressure. You imagine taking a bicycle pump and pumping on that? Because you ain't got no compressor, you know, no electricity for a compressor. I'm going to make a forge out of that pipe. That's Schedule 80. Look at this badass boy. Yeah, that's going to be my smelter. Oh, buddy. Look at that. Anyway, like I said, and that goes along with, people think, well, I can make diesel, I can stew diesel out of some fat guy like me, you know, because I'll bet you I'm good, bet you I'm worth about good 10 gallons of diesel. But you ain't going to get no 30 weight out of me. There's no 90 weight for the transmission or the differential, you know, or if you got an automatic transmission fluid, impossible. So when you're considering storing up and stoking up for your vehicles, this and that, man, it's nice. Consider this. You may have a year, 2 years at best, even if you had fuel that you're going to run your vehicle, because you don't have the 30 weight, 90 weight transmission fluid, antifreeze, hoses and belts. You could even store those up. After 3-4 years, you know, when a hose goes and you go into your hose bin there, it's going to be rotten. So don't really put stock and care into the vehicles. Consider them an asset until you can, by God, get something else. And I would consider getting something else, PDQ, because the age of the internal combustion engine could end in a year, 18 months. Even if you know, filched out of crankcases, say busted up cars, this and that, you know, and you could drain the crankcase and get oil, but that oil would be broken down from sitting. Don't plan on cars so much after, say, a second year. After that, if it breaks down, that car's it's a flower pot. That's all it is, man. You know, even if you hitched up your horse and buggy to it, you know, hitched up horses like they do, they punch out the, you know, the windshield, and yeah, with the horse, you know, up front, that tire is going to break down. You can't run the rim. So consider well that transportation you think you're going to depend on in the days, months, years to come. All right, there you go. So, live by your wits, not by your worries. Peace. Bye.